All right, now that we have made our design and pulled out our loops, it's time to weave. So start with the potholder wizard propped up where you can see it. Now we're going to use a weaving technique. This is going to be a tabby weave of over and under, and we're going to shortcut the weaving and make it more consistent by doing an alternating warp. So we start with the inner row of the bottom layer. So we're going to go down one. We're going to put on a powder blue, and then skip a row, put on a powder blue, skip a row, another powder blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, powder blue, and then it's time for another green, but that's the one we're skipping. So we do a pink. Okay, these don't always fit, and now mostly they do. They're pretty good about having consistently fitting, but not always. So we go with the pink, and then we skip pink, and then we put on another pink here. Yeah, that seems like a slightly uneven one. That one fresh out of the package. There we go. Pink. There were 4 total, so pink, 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 pink. And now it's time for a green, but we're skipping that one. So it's more powder blue. Powder blue. 1, 3, 5. And finally green. Because this is the traditional size, it doesn't matter whether we start at the top or not. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, 17, 18, because it's an even number of pegs. All right, we've done half of the warp in this direction. Now we're going to rotate the loom, and we're going to do half of the warp in this direction. We're going to start from the beginning. We have a green, and then 5 blues in a row. So we skip the first blue, put on the next blue, skip a blue, put on a blue, skip a blue, put on a green, I am not following the pattern. For this direction, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm supposed to be using the daffodils. All right, let's back up. So, rotate the loom and start working halfway down the other side. So it's a daffodil, skip a daffodil, a daffodil, skip a powder blue, insert a powder blue, skip a powder blue, put down a green, skip a white, put down a white, skip a white, put down a white, skip a green, put down a powder blue, skip a powder blue, put down a powder blue, and then there's going to be 3 daffodils in a row, so skip a daffodil, put down a daffodil, skip a daffodil. Okay, rotate again. Now we fill in the other half. So we go green on this one, then there's a powder blue, and another one, and a powder blue, and another one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 powder blues. That's correct. Now we have a green in between the blues and the pinks. Yep, all looking good. Now we need another 4, another 2 actually. I want them to be consistently sized. So I'm going back to this box. I think those are from them. All right. We have a pink. And we have a pink. Okay. And then I should have a green there. Should have been a green. I'll fix that by taking this one off and putting on a green. It goes underneath. So just reach up from underneath. Tuck it in place. 1, 2, 3, 4 pinks in the middle, and then a green. And now we go back to the powder blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and now we have laid 3 levels of warp. I'm going to rotate again, and all we have to do is weave in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 threads. Let's pull them out so that we have them in the order we want them. And that's going to be a daffodil and a daffodil and a powder blue and only 3 powder blues, and then a green. And then 2 whites. And then a green, and then it's going to be a total of 3 powder blues. So 1, 2, 3, and finally this 1 daffodil to finish it all off. Okay, now we're going to start approximately in the middle. So we're going to do this one. This allows us to distribute the tension so that it's all very even. We start in the very middle, in the very middle. And so as we look at our pattern, in between these 2 whites is going to be another white. So we have a white. And we just, this really is enough room. Just wiggle them through. 1, over and under. And the first one is always a little, rolls around on you a lot. And that's fine. You're in control. You can put those strings back where you want them to be. We're just going to go over and under and over and under.